Hey everybody, this is Anaris of Anaris StarCraft, and this is going to be the first use map settings review that I do for StarCraft 2. This map is called the Hungry Baneling, and it is actually based on a game that came out for the PlayStation, first in Japan, then in America, called Katamari-Damacy. This is quite possibly one of the most enjoyable games ever. Basically, all you do is you have this little guy and you roll around this ball, and you roll around the ball to collect objects. The more objects you pick up on the ball, the bigger the ball becomes. And you start out picking up things like paper clips, dies, stuff like that, and you move on to people and boats and things, and basically you just make this ginormous ball. Well, the creator of this map, on the map description it says Johnfloyd. He kind of basically made the same thing, except it's going to be in StarCraft 2. You see him kind of rolling around here with my little Hungry Baneling, killing these Zerglings, and actually something you notice that when I kill these Zerglings and Marines and pretty much everything else, you get health back. So that is kind of how you live. If you get really low, of course, you can probably go back and let yourself kind of, regenerate a little bit. But if you kind of want to just go all in real quick, as fast as you can, just select your Baneling and just start rolling over stuff as fast as you can. There's two ways to control the camera. Number one, you can use the arrow keys, which I am doing and have been doing since the game started. However, you can also press spacebar and the camera will start following the Baneling automatically. This is kind of the way that I prefer it. It does zoom in the camera a little bit close at first, but as the game progresses and you get bigger, the camera does zoom out as the Baneling grows. Now, you'll notice here it does say what you can eat, and it's pretty much every 50 kills or so you can eat some new things. And as you can see already, I am consuming both Zerglings and Marines and whatnot. I'm actually going to go ahead and move down to this next base. And yep, I can kill roaches now too. I can't quite kill Hydras yet though. And it's basically a giant battle versus Zerg versus Protoss and Terran, so kind of a three-way matchup here. You start off just on the force of Zerg, and you can see this Glummoth guy. He's, encouraging you to eat and become a super fatty. And you can actually eat minerals. This is something that kind of make me chuckle a little bit, as you can go around and get all the fatty mineral loots in the map. So I'm going to go ahead and plow through these guys. You can see I am already getting way bigger than I was at the start of the game. And I can just plow through these Marines, Martyrs, pretty much anything that's going to be in the area you can plow through. I will say that this map is huge, and if you haven't been able to tell already, it does lag some. I turned down my graphics settings a good bit specifically for this map, and the introduction, even without running my recording software, it still took me in to about 11 or 12 frames per second. So this is probably not something you're going to want to try to play if you don't have at least a decent graphics card. I'm running a GTX 260 on my machine, so for the most part it handles StarCraft just fine at the ultra settings, but occasionally there are games like this where there's just so much going on, and you've really got to kind of turn it down a little bit if you want to get any sort of acceptable frame rates. So I'm going to go ahead and continue pretty much roly-poly through everything here, killing Hydras, Zerglings, whatnot. One of the nice ways that I like to level in this is that you saw how I just kind of steamrolled through a whole bunch of Zerg forces, and I ended up back in the Zerg base, and now everything's respawned, and so I can steamroll back and catch all the Zerg plus all the Terran that's in a line outside of the base. So you don't really have to do that. You're supposed to stay at a quote-unquote Terran base for a certain amount of time, but I like to kind of puff up my little Baneling fatty here just a little bit extra, so that way I have some more life when I go into the next level. And I'm able to eat ultras now, and yes, I am pretty obnoxiously big at this point, not gonna lie. You can definitely tell the camera is starting to have to zoom out a little bit, because if it didn't, this would just be darn near unplayable. And I'm going to go ahead and finish off this base a little bit here. Getting a little bit of lag, but that's okay. I'm still able to play for the most part. Get a few extra kills, probably just get up to 700 or so before I plow through the next base. And no, Glummoth, I do not want to upset my stomach, but I have to keep eating, so you're just going to have to piss off. Because I like being a super fatty Baneling. This is immensely fun. And I'm going to go ahead and finish up this base here. Just kind of roll over. Yeah, I can roll over buildings now. Well, maybe some buildings? Maybe that might have just been false advertisement. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and move up to the next base because that is where it's at. I heard there were ultras up here, and there's an ultraless den. I'm going to go ahead and eat all this super fatty loots, and wow, that is a lot of lag. Yep, as you get in here further into the map, a whole bunch of more things spawn. Yep, there goes my first Ultralisk. Going to take out some Colossi. Never mind, I'm going to lag terribly. Oh, that's so bad. Maybe I should get a new graphics card. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't think there's many maps that have this scale of units, but let me actually try to go down to the bottom of the map and see if I can kill off anything that's spawning, kind of reduce the unit count here. Oh yeah, that's a ton of stuff right there. And I'm going to kill this Zergling train, and hopefully, yes, I can kill these production facilities, so I hope they'll stop spawning. I haven't actually played this map too much since I got it. I played it a couple times, actually ended up dying once or twice. I know, how bad am I, right? But I'm going to go ahead and kill these buildings and hopefully kind of reduce the unit count, just so that way it gets to be a recordable level as I progress through the map here. And as I play, I am able to eat more and more units here. It looks like I'm up to factories, starports, stargates, and whatnot. Now, once you get up to a certain size, you can actually traverse the cliffs, so this will kind of make the travel distance a little bit shorter. As I'm going to go in here and just please, for the love of God, make this stop lagging. Oh, thank you. That's a little bit better. It looks like the buildings are just about done. Yep, I'm able to kill the command centers now as well. You'll notice there's not really any more Zerg reinforcements, however there's a big Terran ball here left over. So this part of the map for the most part should actually remain unit free, help with the lag a good bit. And I would highly suggest that method of reducing lag if you're playing this map, which I'll put a download link in the comment down at the bottom. But like I said, if you end up, whoa, wow, okay, that is a lot of units, and I do not think I will be able to kill that all at once. So I'm going to back out a little bit here, because I am a scaredy Baneling. How did all of those units get there? Oh my god. Well, I'm going to plow through it a little bit and just kind of take it off. And look at that, hey, I have elite hit points. That's awesome. And yep, there we go. That did it. Whew, yeah, that lag was a lot. That was a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to proceed through this this blow-up fest, kind of take out this base, further reduce the amount of units that they're going to pop out. And that is a mighty Ultralisk running around there. Wow, I'm kind of surprised how big that was. And there's a whole bunch of infested Terrans. Jeez, those guys are huge. But fortunately, I was able to take them out relatively quickly, as well as the rest of these poor Marines running around as if they had a chance. And I think I'm actually able to take out air units as well, too. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and slaughter a whole bunch of those. And I don't even know how those units are getting there. They're just spawning in midair. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of further destroy these buildings, kill the minerals because it's fun. And yeah, this map is actually a lot of fun. Like I said, I haven't really played it that much, but, you know, even playing this map while recording this video with the lag, it's still really enjoyable. I'm running around just blowing up these Ultralisks that are the size of my Ultra Baneling, and, yes, that's actually, that's a, copyrighted term. Not really, but, anyways, this guy, yeah, wow, he is super fat. Holy crap. I would like to actually see this guy explode. He could probably take out, like, half the units in the map, and wow, I just froze up. Okay guys, I did have to restart. Unfortunately, my game did crash when I got to the point where I had so many things in the map that I guess my computer couldn't handle it. But I did get back to the same spot, and actually when I was playing through, I found something neat that I did not know previously. If you press the tab bar, which you just see I did, or the tab button, it changes the UI a little bit and lets you see more of the screen. So that is definitely an awesome feature. You can still see your health. You can't see your total health, but you can still have an idea of how much you have, and also it still has your kill count. So I'm going to go ahead and keep just rolling over these guys. Now, you got to watch out as you get to this point, because these infested Terrans really do a lot of damage. So do the Hydras. So just because you are a giant Hungry Baneling does not mean you are an invincible Hungry Baneling. So there's a hidden Protoss base over here with a couple Terran buildings. You might want to go over here and blow that up, and I'm not quite sure what those balls in the ground are. We'll just assume they're for the Protoss soccer team. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and just kind of kill more of these infested Terrans here, because really that's all that's really left in the map is infested Terrans and Hydras. The objective of this map basically is to eat as whole bunch of stuff as possible. Wow, I suck at English. As much of stuff as possible, and eventually get up to 2,000 kills, and then do a roly-poly maneuver over the hive, which you can kind of see up on the top left of my screen right now. And that's kind of where that Glumeth guy hangs out. That is his crib, and I guess we just want to crash the hell out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Giant splat, lots of blood everywhere. This is definitely an NC-17 rated map, just kidding. But that pretty much wraps it up for this map. That was actually a really fun map, I would have to say. It's definitely done very well. I cannot wait to see that one in the full retail. So anyways, that was the Hungry Baneling. Again, it was made by Johnfloyd, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw up a screenshot here to show you about, I'm guessing this is what the game was based off of, Katamari-Damacy. You can see he's rolling around with kind of a monster truck of sorts, a giant crib, a car, huge watermelon, whole bunch of stuff. Anyways, that's it for this map review, and I will see you guys later.